Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan, and tonight we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Atlanta, they ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the 76ers, Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. MP out there with Embiid, and it's George in at the 3 slot. Well, we know it's been tough to win in Detroit for the Pistons. They've changed coaches again. Just 2 playoff appearances, Shams, in the last 15 years for this very proud and historic franchise. But there is, I feel, as you look at that franchise, hope. Do you see it as well?
No question, and it really starts with Cade Cunningham. I'm told the Pistons organization has all the confidence in the world in Cunningham. First pick in the draft in 2021, he averaged 23 points, 8 assists per game, 6'6" point guard. Cunningham is someone the Pistons brass is very confident can be a franchise player, and he is their cornerstone moving forward.
He is a good starting point, I would agree.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
MP sets the screen for Maxey. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Cunningham. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Out to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Harris. Back to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
George passes to Maxey. MP against Thompson. The shot by George, wide open. Off target from outside.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively. And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Heat in Miami. And MP throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. Oubre finds MP. It's stolen by Duren. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Harris. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. to MP. And MP throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The 76ers in second.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
During the pass to Thompson. Oubre against Ivy. Sinks the three-pointer.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Down low, Embiid. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Duren sets the screen for Thompson. Back to Duren. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, you've got to like the instincts there for Thompson to find his teammate off the pick and roll.
The 76ers leading by 6. And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try if you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two. Let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Back to MP. Into the lane. Misses from close range. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to Miami. Ivy, no one around him. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Maxey. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
MP finds George. MP outside. Shot clock at 5. From 10 feet out, it's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 5 now.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him, maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he's good on the 3-ball. Maxey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Last season, he played outstanding, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year, always a threat to cause a turnover. You know, Shams, you cover transactions all day long, all season long, and the Sixers have not been shy about making moves.
No other team has been more aggressive when you think about trying to figure out this puzzle around Joel Embiid and around Tyrese Maxey. They've always been movers and shakers. This is a franchise that bears watching moving forward, just seeing exactly what moves they make.
They always make headlines. You're exactly right. Harris, a screen on Oubre. Back to Harris for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
MP kicks to Maxey. Back to MP. Oubre outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Harris with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. 4-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
And MP throws it down hard.
You love to see MP just attack that rim. Young players, take note.
Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Ivy. Harris kicks to Hardaway. And the three off target. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. A nice shot by George.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Cunningham passes to Ivy. Cunningham sets a screen for Ivy. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Ivy's got 8.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Took him no time at all on that one. 10 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Doing some damage from the mid-range. Maxey's skilled at finding space to let it fly.
Ivy dishes to Hardaway. Back to Ivy. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
You're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Martin comes in for George. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Kelly Oubre.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And stolen by Harris. Thompson in the post. Now recovering. Harris against MP. The screen from Thompson. Here's Sasser. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
MP's shot is good.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
Harris against MP. Out to Harris. Fires the three. Rebound by the 76ers. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris.
And that's a veteran move from MP, using the pump fake to bait the defense.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And Gordon subbed in for Maxey. And then for Detroit, all Reed's checked in for Harris. And it's Malik Beasley in for Marcus Sasser. Reed finds Stewart. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Hardaway is screen on Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Hardaway. A three-pointer, no good.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, They can use every point they can get.
Here's Kendall. An easy 2 points on the layup. MP's got 17 now.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Beasley up top. Hardaway for three. Cans it from downtown. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. 76ers on top, up by 12. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And welcome back. Changing it up here. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix, but they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
On the floor for Detroit, the guard pair form will be Cunningham and Beasley. Hardaway is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. Paul George is checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Kyle Lowry. Cunningham for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. MP's got 11 rebounds in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Maxey against Cunningham. Beasley kicks to Stewart. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
MP finds George. MP with a screen on Hardaway. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one's good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron, and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. That certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. And that one drops. George has got 16 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Pistons trail by 16. Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Thompson outside. Offline with his three.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. MP passes to George. Over Cunningham. The shot by George, no good. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that can shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Pistons trail by 19. Cunningham dishes it to Harris. Harris setting the pick for Ivy. A shot that time, not on target. Good D by Drummond. Here's Maxey. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists here tonight. The Pistons shooting around 40% from the floor here. Cunningham sets a screen for Ivy. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ivy's got 13 points.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
MP kicks to Drummond. Back to MP. Some solid defense from Harris. Pistons trail by 18. Cunningham outside. Pass to Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Ivy on the wing. 20 points for him last game against Miami.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line. Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Duran with the screen on Maxey. Cunningham for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 10.
Yeah, and Cunningham is one of the more difficult players to guard in that pick and roll.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the family. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh. Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Pistons trailed by 19. Here's Harris, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on MP. The Pistons have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And Harris drops them both.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Here's Maxey. Oubre outside. And here's George for 3. Thompson with the rebound. The Pistons shooting not great, 40% for the game. Ivy against Oubre. Duren sets the screen for Thompson. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Thompson's got his second basket of the night. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And the foul called on MP. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
The putback.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half,
taking a look here now at the 76ers, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy.
and let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Pistons.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses. Can't give up that many open shots and get away with it.
Their D being treated like bathroom tissue. No mercy. And that is a wrap. Now
and there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Running the wings, it's Oubre and George. And Embiid is out there with MP. And it's Maxey in at the point guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Ivy with the bucket.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
MP with the bounce pass. Maxey passes to MP. Here's Embiid, defended by Duren. Maxey against Cunningham. Maxey, no good. Pistons trail by 17. Harris looking it over. It's Duren, top of the key. Pass to Cunningham. Out to Harris. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by MP. The 76ers leading by 17. Oubre Oubre finds MP. Back to Oubre. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's MP. Good work there as it goes. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Over Maxey. The Pistons rebound. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Ivy. The three. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And there's MB. That's good on the assist by Maxey. Maxey's got his 4th assist in this one. Maxey against Cunningham. Ivy kicks to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
MP passes to Oubre. Now, here's MP. And the layup is good. 36 points for MP.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Thompson, a screen on Oubre. Now, here's Ivy. He's got 15. Duren, and Duren slams it in.
Well, physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Here's Kendall. Got it. Good job in the low post. MP's got 38 points.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Cunningham sets a screen for Ivy. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Ivy just so difficult to corral. Sometimes you have to foul him and hope he misses.
Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Like 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
MP finds Oubre. George against Thompson. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Thompson, a screen on Oubre. Ivy with it. 16 points for him. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Pistons. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's MP, and it goes down 2 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Martin's checked in for Paul George. Free throw good, MP. Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
but
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Here's Kendall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 43 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
And Harris wide open. He shoots a three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Pistons foul. Tobias Harris.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
And did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart's checked in for Thompson. Hardaway comes in for Jaden Ivey. And it's Malik Beasley in for Cade Cunningham. And the dunk by Stewart.
Well, I couldn't have made it much easier for Stewart. He just had to go up and put it down.
Maxey passes to MP. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by MP. MP's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Pass to Harris. Stewart with it. Hardaway for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Hardaway has got 6 points.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
And there's the bucket from MP. Detroit's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Duren finds Harris. Beasley outside. And another 3 for Detroit.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, DA, you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Hardaway for 3, and it's MP with the rebound.
You know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pistons shooting almost 60% from the field here in the 3rd. They are really feeling it. Stewart passes to Harris. Beasley outside. 6 on the shot clock. Duren sets the screen for Beasley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 11 points in the game.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Here's MP. And again, that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. You might get in trouble if you blow that. He nailed it.
He did, didn't he? It's worth the risk when the payoff is so good.
Well, from a coaching standpoint, I'm obligated to say, what's wrong with just a simple layup? But that was nice.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
MP with great anticipation to take that thing away and get his guys a transition opportunity.
Detroit's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Beasley finds Harris. There's 1:54 left to play in the 3rd. Back to Beasley. Puts up a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. MP passes to Embiid. Back to Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
And Beasley has the ball here for Detroit. Harris outside. 1:16 left in the third. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. No good on that one. Great defense that time from Duren. Beasley with it. Maxey covering. Here's Stewart, and the rejection by MP. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. For 3, Oubre. They get it back, and the dunk by MP.
Talk about a guy who never gives up. MP showing great effort.
The Pistons shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Beasley, the pass to Harris. Back to Beasley. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by the 76ers. MP looking around. Pass to Martin. To the paint. Kicks it out to Maxey. MP with a screen on Beasley. Floats it up for MP. And MP throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. MP getting it done for the 76ers. He's looking to make history here today. Who knows how many points he'll end up with when it's all said and done. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level.
And even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. MP comes in for Yabusele. And Martin is in for Martin.
3 points.
On the court for the Pistons. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. Drummond trying to get himself free. MP, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Assisted by
Thompson's got 5 assists in the game. 76ers shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Gordon dishes to MP. Sinks that one from the post. MP's got 57 points.
And that was good defense there, but in the end, MP's offense just a little better.
Thompson outside. Harris against MP. Harris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Andre Drummond picks one up. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Pass to Ivy. Thompson sets the pick for Ivy. To the middle. And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Cunningham against MP. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Lowry kicks to Martin. Here's Kendall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
It goes on Jaden Ivey.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
And he ends up missing both free throws. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? You want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of play.
That's where the excitement happens.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And look, coming out right now, everybody. Let me hear you make some noise. Let's give a big round of applause for your Sixers, ENT.
The Pistons have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Ivy passes to Cunningham. And here is Harris. Fires the three. No good that time.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Here's Gordon. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Harris. Detroit's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
The drive by MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
MP against Harris. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Lowry up top. Shoots the three. Rebound, Detroit.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Harris finds Cunningham. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. No problems knocking that one down. Harris has got 12 points here in the second half.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Ivy, and the rejection by MP.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for Philadelphia,
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Thompson, a screen on Lowry. 36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Bounce pass from Cunningham. And Duren slams it in.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Outside Lowry. Here's McCain. Fires for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Duren finds Cunningham. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen.